This is 5-Minute Feng Shui, episode 26, Finding Your Feng Shui Fashion Style. Welcome to the 5-Minute Feng Shui podcast, where each week I talk about how to move energy and make money. You'll learn how to create a prosperous home and an abundant life using classical Chinese Feng Shui. I'm your host, Katie Weber, publisher of the Red Lotus Letter, Feng Shui Easing for Wealth. Each week, I'll cover Feng Shui topics that can help you improve your life, share inspiring stories, and always end with 3 easy-to-implement Feng Shui tips that you can put to work right away, and usually in about 5 minutes. Now let's get started on the 5 minutes that could change your life. You know, Feng Shui has been used for everything, from cleaning to clutter, landscaping to selecting a car color, and it's really no surprise. At its roots, Feng Shui bears a strong relationship with shape, color, and elements, so it really lends itself to fashion. You know, symbols used in Feng Shui are often seen in styles and trends in fashion and also home decorating. You may have even noticed that when you wear a certain color or a type of style, that you feel better and you feel more in tune with yourself and more comfortable in your surroundings. That's because you might be wearing a color or style of clothing that resonates with your personal Feng Shui styles. One of the ways that you can find out what's best for you to wear is by knowing your personal Quan number. That's a number that's associated with your date and your date of birth and your gender. The Quan number can direct you toward fashions that are best for you. Now, if you go on to redlotusletter.com and click on free tools at the top of the page, it'll take you over to the Quan calculator, and you can find out exactly which is your number, your Quan number, and that will tell you which directions are most beneficial for you, including colors that are best for your particular Quan number. Now, I love this quote, and it says, "Women usually love what they buy, yet they hate 2/3 of what's in their closets." And that's by Mignon McLaughlin. And you know, it's true. So often we buy things and we're not always happy with it. But sometimes if we can find a style guide, it might help us in determining what things we really like, so that 2/3 of our closet are definitely things that we love. And that's important because fashion is not an inexpensive thing by any means. So let's talk about the fashion success connection. You know, few things can make us as uncomfortable as clothes that are ill-fitting, or maybe they're a poor color choice for us, or it's something that we just simply don't like. When you wear something that makes you uncomfortable, whether that discomfort is social, like, can you believe she's wearing that? Or is physically uncomfortable, like a size 9 foot into a size 7 shoe, or even psychologically, yellow is so not my color, you're really not going to project well during an important meeting or interview. So for instance, I am a coiffeur, and that is the little leaf or tender leaf that comes out in spring. That's what I always use those elements for, to kind of give myself an idea of what that represents. And for me, when I think about that little leaf, I think about what colors it represents. So that would be greens and browns. And how do you make a leaf grow? You have water. So be black and blue and purple colors would be really auspicious for that Quan number for 4. What isn't auspicious is what would hurt that Qua. So for instance, metal would be harmful to it. Just think of a pair of grass shears, cutting down the leaves, or hedge trimmers or something like that. So that's how I think about fashion when I think about it, and how it relates to my Qua number. I think about what my image is of my Qua number, and also what elements work against that Qua number. So by using that Qua calculator, you'll determine what are colors and directions and elements that are beneficial for you and which ones aren't. So let's talk real quickly about what you can be choosing that will be in harmony with your particular Quan number. So one of the things that we want to do, and our goal in Feng Shui, is to help us feel more comfortable. And that's true whether that comfort is in our house, maybe getting rid of some of the clutter, creating more space, making our home more visually appealing, better organized, that kind of thing. And it's the same thing with fashion. We want to create a fashion kind of outlook that is going to set us up for success. That's going to make us feel more comfortable, empowered, and that is going to show us off in our absolute best light. I love wearing clothes when I feel great, and when I don't feel great in them, then it just radiates out, it ripples out. So it's a really it may seem sort of like it's a trivial thing, but for I think most people would say, if they told you that they were wearing something that they felt uncomfortable in, or they felt like it didn't show off their best features, or it made them look bad, they're not going to feel good. They're not going to feel like they're their best. And for women, fashion and looking good really plays an integral role in our ability to get someone's attention in the business world, to make us feel confident in our abilities. It's a source of pride that helps us feel good. And when we feel good, we always do better. There's no doubt about that. So you can look at Feng Shui in your closet just like you would Feng Shui your house, because you're going to want to create a closet that is full of things that make you feel great. So let's talk about how you can use Feng Shui fashionably to improve your appearance and bolster your success. So here's some fun ways that you can go from frumpy to fabulous and tap into your own personal success energy. So in order to do that, you're going to need to know what your qua number is. And like I said, you can go to the redlotusletter.com website and click on free tools and find out your qua number. So now let's get started. If you are a qua 1 or 9, your success direction is guided by the wood element. And because of that, you have a tendency to walk fast. You might be a little quicker on your feet. So you like comfort, and you're looking for clothes that are fitted, that you can move in and move quickly. And you might even find that you're a shoe addict because you want to move quickly. Or maybe you find that you're addicted to sneakers or running shoes, so you can move faster. This is an element that you got. Quad 1 and 9 are attracted to green colors, floral patterns, anything that helps you move and grow quickly. And it will help you to attract wealth. It'll help you attract more success and career advancement when you wear those colors. So look for clothes that are going to allow for a little bit more movement and some elasticity, and that you can walk in easily. So shoes that are going to allow you to move quickly. Now, there are actually yoga pants. I know a lot of people like wearing yoga pants. I personally don't wear them outside of my front door. But that's me, because I think you could show how the West was won on my backside if I wore them. So I prefer not to. However, I have noticed that a lot of women wear yoga pants because they're comfortable. You can move in them. Quad 1 and 9, these are the pants for you. But I've also noticed that you can actually buy yoga business pants, and these are pants that you can wear to the office and wear to the yoga studio. So it really fits you perfectly into a T, you qua 1s and 9s out there. Let's talk about qua number 3. Your success direction is guided by the fire element. You like attention. You want clothes that draw that attention. So you're going to like clothing that has a little sexiness, like Victoria's Secret, tight tops and jeans that show off your curves, and maybe some of your favorite go-to clothes. You're going to look for clothing that brings attention to your chest and eyes. So these are colors that are really favorable for you, are reds and pinks and purples. These are great choices for success and that match your energy, because you got a lot of it. All right, now quad number 4, your success direction is guided by the water element. So you like clothes that stand out for their uniqueness, something really different. You like something that's different looking. You also like long, fluid, and flowing clothing, like those boho dresses that, sort of Stevie Nicks kind of looking. And you want to feel comfortable in these kind of flowy clothes. Unusual cuts might also be a strong pull for you, and you may probably own way too many purses. So coiffure, because your coiffures are all about the southeast sector of money and accumulation. So if you find that you have a penchant for purses, well, that might be because you're a quad number 4. I know I am, and I do have way too many purses. Not enough shoes, but way too many purses. So when you're out shopping, look for colors and shades of blue for wealth and business advancement, and draw attention to your throat because you speak beautifully. Maybe you write, you're artistic, you're a teacher. You'll captivate everyone with what you have to say when you wear beautiful clothing that has beautiful necklines, or that you wear beautiful jewelry with gemstones or large stones. Gold and silver are fine, but things that are more unique and that maybe have big gemstones might be more your speed. Now, for quad numbers 5, 2, and 8, your success direction is guided by the earth element. So that means that you're opinionated and maybe sometimes tough to budge, yet you want to work to bring opposing sides together, and you like to provide a calming influence. There's just something about you that's extremely stable, and you like to buy clothing that is traditional and gives you lots of years of wear. So you might gravitate more toward light and bright color clothing that's in colors like beige or taupe or tan or yellow, and dark gold like an ochre color, that is a power color for you. White is also good for your wardrobe, and it's really good for you when you want to make a statement. Nobody's going to stand out in a way with white like you will, 5, 2, and 8. Do watch that you don't wear clothing that is too tight for you. You might find that you have a tendency to wear clothes that are maybe either too big, baggy, or too tight around the middle. Like quad 5s and 2, light belts and comfortable waistbands, and shirts that can go untucked, like hospital scrubs might be some of your favorite clothing. And quad 8 often likes big rings and bracelets and attention to their hands. So make sure you play up those tendencies for your hands, like with pretty jewelry on your hands. And for quads 5 and 2, just wear something that's comfortable around your middle and not too tight. That you don't want to, sometimes there's a saying that, if you go up a size, it's actually more flattering on you than wearing your size if it fits you and it shows every bump and bulge. So think about that when you're selecting clothes. And for all 5, 2, and 8s, white is a very important power color for you. So go after it. And when you need energy, red is your power color. So wear those red colors, and it will really boost your energy. Now, quad numbers 6 and 7 are related to the metal element, and your success direction and success colors are guided by that metal element. So you like cutting edge ideas. Your mind thinks really, really fast, and you might be fussy about your attire, and you might even find that you're a closet perfectionist. You might fret over a small stain, and you'll iron every wrinkle. Your success colors are white, gray, and metallic colors. And I know that you won't mind spending a small fortune to get a quality garment with exceptional tailoring and beautiful lines, and that's great because those high standards help you get noticed for your taste. And if you don't have a small fortune to spend on clothes, watch your style magazines. Many of them have budget-friendly options. I know In Style magazine will show a designer look, and then they'll show a less expensive version of it. And so that's a really great way to accommodate both your budget and your taste, is to look for those things. So hopefully this has given you some nice ideas about how to incorporate fashion and colors with good feng shui in mind that is harmonized with your quad number. And as always, I've got 3 tips for you. So the first tip is get out of the pack. Too many women follow the pack when it comes to clothes, and it keeps you from standing out in a good way and makes you one of the fashion sheep. So find items that you love and that are fashionable, but if it's on a rack of 300 other similar items, look for something else. When you do this, you'll pull energy to you by creating an open and clear space around you with your uniqueness versus your sameness. So use those color and element guidelines that I've talked about, and to set yourself apart fashion-wise, because that's what fashion is about, is standing out. Tip number 2 is get qua colored. Once you know what your qua number is, you can select colors based on your number, and this helps you pick the colors that suit you best and represent color palettes that may correspond with your personal directions that are associated with success, wealth, health, love, or personal growth. And by being in tune with these colors, you might find that you're more comfortable and harmonious with your personal elements, and that can give you a better response from others. Like maybe if you're single and you're looking to find somebody new in your life. All right, so tip number 3 is embrace color. It's really important that no matter what qua number you are, that you really stand out. And one of the things I've really tried to encourage women to move away from is the color black. That little black dress might be great, but you just fade into the background. And when you want to stand out, if you ever watch television shows, and you're going to notice this now that I told you this, when you watch television shows, notice how many women are wearing black. Almost never. And the reason why is black recedes. It makes you pull away. It's fine for funerals, but if you want to meet somebody new, that little black dress is not going to get you noticed. So ditch that little black dress in favor of a little red dress or a little white dress. Red and white are the 2 colors that I really recommend women wear as much as possible. Red is great for singles because it makes almost every woman's complexion rosier, more vibrant looking, and more attractive, and it attracts a man's eyes. I had a client who loved Feng Shui, and she decided that one day she was single long enough, and she got rid of everything black in her closet, and she started wearing bright colors. And right after that, she met her husband, and here it is 20 years later, and they're still together. So think about getting rid of some of those black colors that can make you sort of fade into the background, unless that's what you want to do. But embrace color. One of the most important colors that women can wear right now is white. White is the color of heavenly power, and it's something that women really need. We need to have more power. If you think about the latest in the United States, we had a State of the Union address, and there was a whole group of women in white, and they really stood out. You couldn't not miss them. So when you have an important presentation to do, or you want to stand out from the pack, wear white. White can go all year long too, so don't worry about that. All right, so there are your 3 tips, and hopefully some great inspiration for you to get your Feng Shui fashion style on. Thanks for listening today to 5-Minute Feng Shui. The Year of the Pig is coming, and I want to share with you where you can find everything you want in the year ahead. That's because the Prosperity Star is coming this year, and it's showering us with a Roman candle of opportunities for money, abundance, and love. And it's all in my annual Feng Shui Forecast Success Pack. You'll get a full year of in-depth Feng Shui details about how to use the energy of the year for success and prosperity. And it's for every house and every zodiac sign. And my forecast also includes lucky clothing colors, handbag, and wallet colors. You'll get a full zodiac report for your Chinese zodiac sign, and so much more. Be sure to go to redlotusletter.com/annual for all the details on the Year of the Pig.